Hello. Hey, Syed. How are you? Ben, what's up? Syed, do remind me on Friday in the morning for that one-on-one session, okay? And send me an email. Remind me on the email, not on the Skype. Hey, John, how are you? All right. All right. So today we're going to talk about the 40-minute and 20-minute being in the opposite direction than what to do, right? Uh, um, you're probably hearing the bell, right? My alarm beeping. I'm not gonna tell you which one. You tell me. I'm gonna ask you to tell me which 20-minute chart is beeping right now, and for what. Are you guys aware of this? We have a 20-minute setup on something. So do you have that alarm on? If not, then tell me. Then I can just proceed. But if you do, John, do you have it? Hello, sir. Who's the Heron? Right? Yeah. Hi. How are you? Um, yeah. Long time no see, huh? Where you been? What do you mean? No, you don't hear it. You don't have it. You don't have the alarm on, or you don't know where it is, or which one is beeping. Which one is that, John? You just type no. What does that mean? But no, there is no moon. There is no sun. What is this? Okay, so you don't have it on um, the alarm on any of those charts at all. Can I ask you why? Because it's very essential that notifies you that there is a setup. If not, then you're not going to find a lot of setups because you cannot be all the time in front of the chart. Even if you are watching the charts with one screen, you can only watch few charts, and then the rest will probably be making up the setup, and you will not know. Right? Anybody else? Can anybody else tell me that which pair is beeping right now? Where is the setup? Long or short? What do you think? Okay, all right. So that's the reason. All right, no problem, John. Anybody else? Saya, do you know which alarm is beeping? Which pair is beeping right now? How about you, Ben? Or Hiren? How about you? Do you know which alarm, which pair is beeping right now? Okay, you don't have the alarm on as well. Sayed, may I ask why? Is it very hard to do? Click few things? You click few times here, there? Or you just don't care about making money? Which one is that? I'm sure you love to make money, right? Bro, if you are away from the trading, that doesn't mean that alarm automatically came off the charts. Before that, why didn't you put the alarm on the charts? When you prepare the charts, when you prepare your MT4, when you prepare your 40-minute and 20-minute chart, you're supposed to have alarm on all those 20-minute charts. That's the idea. If you're not trading, that's fine. Close the MT4 and go, and after a week, when you come back, you turn it on, the alarm should be there. If it's not there, that means you never had it. right? So if you don't have it, you're not going to find it. That's the biggest mistakes, you guys are doing right now, not paying attention or focus to this alarm, because that is the key. That gives you a lot of setups which you overlook. You can't find them. You don't see them. You are busy doing other things. Or maybe you are doing forex, but you are busy doing the analysis, or reading the news, or learning about something while there's a setup. Builds, it beeps, the alarm beeps, you don't have it, you don't know, and it plays out, and the opportunity comes and goes. You will not see it. We always should do that, right? So for the purpose of this webinar, I found one and then I open it. So I'm going to show it to you, right? It's pound USD. Go and take a look at 20-minute chart. Do we have a long setup or no? Tell me if you can find it, if you see it. Any one of you, tell me if you see it. Pound USD, 20-minute. Waiting for your answer. No. On my, Sam, I'm not saying that on my screen. Your empty for your screen. Sayed, I know it's not the trading time, but what I'm saying is that I'm here to explain the setup, not to make you trade. I know it's not the trading time, but is the setup there or not? That's what I'm asking. Right, here we go. Heron is the one that telling me long setup in GU. Right? Now everybody go and take a look if that's the case. And if you put the alarm on, see if it start beeping. That's how you find if there is a setup or not. Now, if the time is not right, we're not going to take the setup, right? That's another thing. But be aware, or being aware of the setup is there is one thing. You must know all the setups when they come, when they're coming, which style they're coming, right? Which pair. As well as the second most important thing is that if it is a 20-minute, we all only put the alarm on the 20-minute, right? So if the 20-minute setup is there a 40-minute setup and the opposite setup? We have to make sure of that as well, right? So if you have a 20-minute setup and you go and take a look at the 40, and it's just the opposite. The 20-minute is long, right? So Hiran, I'm going to ask you, you're the one who told me, right? So now tell me one more thing. Do we have a short setup in GU on a 40-minute chart? Sayed saying no. What do you say, Hiran? Hiran, Ben says yes. Hiran, which one is true? Ben or Sayed? Is there a short setup on a 40-minute? Pound USD. Sam, do you see it or no? Hiran says yes, there is a 40-minute short setup. So we have a 20-minute long setup and a 40-minute short setup. Is that right? Now you see it, Sayed? It doesn't update. You update the 5-minute? If you update the 5-minute chart, they should update both of them, 40 and 20. Okay, which broker you have? Are you using Light Forex? How about just use the light forex for the analysis purpose and for these charts purpose to see the setup? You can take the trade from any broker, any live account that you have with any broker, you can take it. But I would advise you to take open a light forex account and do all the analysis and the charts, keep them there, because it works fine. It works very good, and it gives you a lot of candle. And a lot of brokers do not give you enough history data, which light forex covers that. So if you do that, you wouldn't have these problems. Other than that, I saw a lot of problems with different brokers, different kind of problems, right? So I always advise that go light with the light forex, and it works fine. I do all my analysis on that and these charts, right? My live accounts are the forex.com, but I just turn it on and off. That's it. And sometimes even cell phone, it doesn't matter. But the setups, I watch it on that. So now I'm going to show you that the setup that I have, and this is how it looks like. Okay. Now that you can see that what I did is that I opened the pound USD profile after hearing the alarm, which is right there and it's beeping here, right? As you can see here, the messages keep coming here. You see this pound USD on 20 minute on this window. You see that they're changing fast every tick. See that? There's a pound USD long alert on pound USD on 20-minute time frame. So you get the message here whenever something is beeping. I have this is the another profile, but I have a profile where I have only 20-minute charts with the alarm on. 5-minute, 20-minute, 5-minute, 20-minute, almost like 15, 20 pairs, right? So if anything is beeping, something is beeping long, something is beeping short, all the messages will be coming here. This is the window here, right? Excuse me. This window here, okay, what do we call this window here? Terminal, right? So you click on that and then expert button, so you get the messages here, and you don't have to look around which one is beeping, man, what's up, right? So now after you hear the beep, the 20-minute setup is on something, anything. So in this case, we have pound USD. So we open this, the big chart, right? And we open a big chart like this, right? So, okay, we open the big chart. All right, that's what it is. And then you have so many charts here, right? So now the next step, I just put this thing together for you guys to, just follow step by step. So 20-minute setup. And now the question is that is this thing is going to continue going down, and when to make an entry, and then or if it bounce and then go long and go to the upside. Figure that you don't know anything else, anything, no SNR level, no nothing, no harmonic patterns, Elliott wave, trend lines. You are not aware of anything. You have no knowledge of anything else. You just have this setup here, and then you understand the setup, what it is in the 40-minute and the 20-minute and the 7-minute, right? So 20-minute is there, but the question is that the next candle could be a reversal candle, and then it start to go up. Or possibility is that it will drop all the way down. So what do we do? How do we get in? So the first step is that to make sure that you have a 40-minute chart. So if let's say this one you saw the pound USD, the first thing you do is that you come and you you might have like 10 charts, 10 different charts, like monthly, weekly, 4 hour, 1 hour, this, that. Then what do you do? Simply then you come here and then you go the window and tile the window, right? And then tile them again, and only keep these 4 charts to the upside. You know how to do it. That I explained you so many times, right? So make these 4 charts up here, side by side. The weekly, the 40-minute, the 20-minute, and the 7-minute. Okay? This is how it is. Now you can see all them together. Now what do we see? We see 40-minute reversal candle already is in place, and the red candle is underway right now, and the level is 28.65, which is, you can see here on the weekly chart, is right there, 2865. It's a monthly number basically because it's not coming on the weekly chart, right? So when the weekly chart from here to here is not coming, so it's outside the weekly chart, then I call it a monthly chart. I mean the monthly number. So it's a monthly low 2865. Add the number. We bounce from, add the number 2774 right there. No, not that. Where the heck it go? Oh, right there, right? So 2774. So we bounced from there a couple of times and we went up 2865 and posting a reversal candle indicators all the way up. We have a nice little short setup on 40-minute. We have a nice long setup on 20-minute BP, right? So now, John, are you getting it? Any question so far? Anybody? Any question so far? Ben, here, anybody? Sayed. Okay, Sayed, you do not put the alarm on 40-minute. Forget about it. On only 20-minute, and there is no criteria. Just put the alarm on. That's it. Simply go on a indicator, double click, and press OK. That's it. It's on. That's the criteria. Okay. All right. So you okay? Hiren is okay. Evdine all good. All right. So now Sayed. All right. So when the setup is ready, then the beep is gonna start beeping, right, Sayed? That's the idea, right? Do you know what the setup is? No. Yeah, it's okay. But if it is there, then what do we do? I mean, if it's not, it maybe sometimes you will have a situation where the 40-minute is making red candles going down nicely, right? Like here, right? And then down here somewhere you're gonna get a short on 20 minutes. So you just take it. Simple as that. It's not the opposite direction. But sometimes after a deep retracement, you have it on the opposite direction. Or if you are about to make a turn, a big turn from upside to downside or downside to upside, let's say a harmonic pattern, a girdle ending at 78%, all the way dropping to 78%. Now it's going to go up and go for wave three, right? So first you will run into the a long, you might have a short 7-minute, then you will have a short 20-minute, then you will have a short 40-minute, right? And then you will break all of them and then continue going to the upside. But while you're going over there and while you have 40-minute short, by the time you reach 40-minute short, 20 will become long, right? So that's where the confusion is, that what do we do? So now, if you know the Elliott wave or harmonic patterns and you know the SNR level or maybe a bounce, it is bouncing from the TL, you can make a very good decision. But a lot of people do not understand those things, right? So they're not caring about it. They just want to know, what do we do if we have set up on a 40 and a 20 in the opposite direction? So that's what we are learning here. So if you don't know anything else, right? If there is a TL, what's happening here? Is there a bounce, a TL bounce, or harmonic patterns, or an Elliott wave finishing, or a leg D leg is going up? What's happening? We don't know. We just know that it is bouncing. We have a 20-minute long, 40-minute short. What the heck we do, right? So if they are in the opposite direction, that is another scenario. That if they are in the same direction, then you simply take the a 20-minute. There is nothing, no hanky panky there, right? But the problem comes when they are in opposite direction. Now you're scratching your head that should I go, think about going short or long? 20 minutes saying that I'm gonna go long. Well, not yet, but might get a reversal candle and then go long, right? And then 40-minute is clearly short. But if I have a 40-minute short, why the heck I'm having a 20-minute long? So that's what I'm explaining. That when you're making a turn, like pound USD dropped big time, right? On the for last couple of weeks, right? So hundreds of pips it dropped. So it all the way down. So if it is going to make a turn all the way to the upside, which is very hard to do now because of the Brexit and all that. But at least it can go and make a retracement, a deeper retracement, which it is doing right now after this big drop. This was a short retracement, but this one is a little bit, not deeper, but it's, you can see that this never touched the yellow, right? But this one is just above the yellow. So yeah, it's a little bit, right? And we are kind of like holding 27.74, but the pressure is to the downside still. And now we have a short 40-minute, while we also see a 20-minute. So it might want to go to 30.47, maybe, right? We don't know anything. We can just speculate based on the knowledge of the, and the information that we have and the previous patterns. But we really don't know if we can go, because I think the Goldman Sachs came out with the news. They always come out deceiving people, man. I hate that. But that's how they make their millions. So if trust me, if you cannot be a millionaire if you don't cheat and lie and deceive people, simple as that. Okay. So that's how it is. So they have, they're coming out and says, "Oh, it's a very attractive levels." Really, there's a Brexit on your head, and and the pound is just getting killed, and now you're talking about buying. So what they're talking about is that what they're doing is they're sending out a rumor out there so that all the people, the herd, you and I, will start buying based on their news, and while then we're buying, and we bring the price up, and they're gonna slap it down by selling it big time, and they're gonna take all our money in their pocket. That's how they become billionaires. So that's how it is. But the possibility is there. I'm not saying that they are completely wrong, and then but that's usually happens. That's how the big guys work. So the possibility is that they might take this to the upside, 30.47, and then they sell it, because right now selling is not a very good idea, right? We drop all retracement is due. But sometimes if the pressure is too much, nothing happens. No retracement happens. That you continue to drop. So that's what the situation we have right now. And now the timing is bad. 4:26 right now. So this is the worst time of the of the day to trade. Not really strong, but a better setup, because it's the things will be clear. I'm getting to that, John. Okay. Just bear with me. So here we have a 20 long and then 40 short. So the chances are that this 40 might not work, and we continue go to the upside to 30.47. How do we know? By this one, posting a reversal candle, couple of blue candles, you open the trade. If in the trading time, right? Not now. So that's the idea. But I'm talking about general, just the setups and not the timing, right? So you just 20-minute and you can open the trade. But if these red candles 20-minute continue dropping, that means that this will be dropping here. You will have another red candle, and you have another red candle. So now the question is, what do we do? How do we get in on a 40-minute chart? So we do not get in from the 40-minute chart. So we wait for the 7-minute entry. Okay. Now you see the 7-minute right now, it's about to make the turn to the downside and become bearish, because the yellow is is like touching the red line, and the setup is to go short. We have to have this yellow below the black, and then the proper setup. So it's gonna drop a little more, drag this yellow line to the downside a little more below the red line. Then the price will go up later on slowly, right? And make a short setup. That would be the short. That means that we are going and playing out. We are going down and playing out this 40-minute, and then 20-minute is not going to play out. 40-minute is going to be invalid. But for example, right from here, before you get a short setup, the price rolls here and then start to go up here, and then you will see that this 7-minute chart becomes bullish. And at that time, you might have Even if this red candle, see, if it comes down even here, the yellow will still be above the black, right? So if you see this 7 minute is turning, and then you have a reversal candle here, and then couple of blue candles, you open the long setup. But if that doesn't happen, and then this is continue going down, that means this is going to happen. And down the road here, you will slowly see that this is gonna roll to the downside. The yellow line will become bearish, means will come below the red line, and then you get a proper setup, just like this one. For example, if I can go back there, for example, we were below the red line, the yellow is below the red, right? So what happened? To go into the upside, what it did, it was like playing around here, then it slowly go to the upside, right? And then boom, right there, what happened? You see that? So this is what usually happen, either going long or short, both sides. It's going to the upside, and then give you all these setups, and easily you can find, and take any of these entry and then go. Before that, it will just like doing like this, and then that's the bad time. You have to consider the timing. This is the day starting, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time. So all the way here, this is around, it's 1, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock. So right here, you see this is around Frankie Open, London Open time. This is where you are beginning to see some entries on a 7 minute chart, right? Exactly the same way you will probably, it may not happen right now because it's not moving, right? It's like it's get disconnected or something. It's just not moving at all because of no volume, everybody gone. So what's going to happen is that we'll probably stay like that for a long time, few hours now, until we reach to the Frankie Open, and then followed by the London Open, and then you'll see the prices start moving, going down more, then coming up, and this whole thing will become bearish, and we're gonna start taking the entries. Bearish scenario is more likely. We know that pound USD is under pressure, Brexit is under pressure, and we might go down even more. My weekly chart, you can see this. This was the chart. We are only halfway. If we are going to go down here, 2396, 2475 area, most likely 2396. This is a clear low. Then we might be just getting stopped here, or maybe one more push, or maybe go up a little bit more, 2905, something like that, right? And then from there we start dropping, and get to this number, and then going there, we're gonna get the 7 minutes. So you take the 7 minute only when you have a 40 minute and 20 in the reversal. For now, okay, I will exceptional cases, I'll explain that later. So the 7 minute, the purpose of the 7 minute is, the first purpose is this: when you have a 20 and 40 in the opposite direction, so you watch. The second scenario, if you want to be very, very careful, right? And if you are confused about 20 minute, taking the 20 minute, so make the more conservative. Being more conservative is that even the 20 minute, you have a reversal candle, and this thing goes up here, wait for a 7 minute long as well, right? I take usually 20 minutes right off the bat, but you can wait for a 7 minute even after you have a 20 minute long. Let it become you see the yellow is above the red already, right? So if it goes up here, all it had to do is that go above the black. So might be somewhere here that will happen, and then when it dip and then start to go up, give you a setup. This indicator, you watch everything for the nice setup and take that. By that time, you will have a reversal candle here and a couple of blue candles already. You understand, John? Both sides, you can, before you take the trade, you can, watch the 7 minute chart, whichever pair that is happening. Okay, 7 minute. But one thing keep in mind that don't just sit and watch. Keep refreshing the 7 minute chart. because sometimes the setup may happen and then chart don't print those candles, right? This is the glitch that we have in this, but it's still it's worthwhile using this indicator because everything has a good and a bad, right? But if the good is 80% and bad is 20%, you take it, right? And then try to override the bad. So nothing is 100% good, right? Even gold has impurities. So this is how it is. So now the 20-minute, and we have a very solid setup. Not only this one, we have several pairs where the situation is building right now, especially the pound pair, the 40 and the 20. So 7-minute chart, it's not moving here. It's not the time. That's why I'm saying that if you watch the 7-minute chart, you understand that which time is tradable and which is not. Right now, you can see it's Monday, and sometime Mondays, but be aware of like pound yen, because of the fact that pound yen has an Asian currency, right? Yen. And yen, the Asian session starts at 5 o'clock, which is 25 minutes from now. And that right off the back, when the session starts, these Asian currencies move fast, right? Sometimes there's something going on in Japan. Abe is gone, and then the other guy, Suga, is coming in, and some elections going on. So might be affecting the yen a little bit, right? So maybe the yen probably gonna bounce a little bit here there and affecting the yen pairs. So euro yen and pound yen, they are the one that we can just watch out when the Asian session starts, right? With cross, yes, Edward. All 20-minute and with the cross must. On a 7-minute, you put the red cross if you want. Just for example, right here, right? So now you have a situation where you must watch the 7-minute, right? So what the hell with these, and just put the 7-minute alarm and go by doing your things or your work or watch TV or whatever. So when the alarm is there, I mean the setup is there, the alarm will beep and let you know. But yeah, every 5-10 minutes, you get a chance, you refresh the 7-minute chart because you want to know exactly. Oh, Suga is on already. Great. I think he's a good guy, very good guy, right? So far, I don't know how he's gonna, but seems like a very reasonable guy. So yeah, when the Kim came, he was looking a reasonable guy as well. You cannot judge the book by the cover, right? So let's see what he does when he comes in, take the charge and start doing things. No. Okay, Ben, look, if this thing, first of all, remember, if you remember that this thing has to be below, this yellow below the red, so all the way down here, then it will go up and touching the yellow. That's what you're saying, right? So if it is only touching the yellow, that's not the entry. You have to have a reversal candle and that couple of blue candles to the downside. If that happens, then you take the 7. If not, then you see that, like I just explained you, that if you have at that time, sometimes yes, sometimes no. But if you see that this thing is going to make a short setup, but the long setup kicked in here on a 20-minute, you have a reversal and a blue candle. Then either you take the simply you take the long setup, right? Or you, being more conservative, wait for the 7-minute to become bullish as well. Go up the other side of the yellow, right? The price, and then give you a long setup on a 7-minute chart. That will be 100% confirmed. But by that time, you might miss initial, like maybe 30, 25, 30, 40 pips. if the 20-minute is going to play out. Now, see that a lot of people are not willing to take a risk. I am. So I will take the risk. Why? Because if it is going to go up, I'll open a trade immediately. I would not wait for a 7 minute. Worst come to worst, what happened? It dropped again, right? All right, so I lose. But is that going to do all day long? They go up and down and up? No. If it's not going up, then it's going to drop and then go might be here somewhere. Like, so it's 100 pip down here or maybe more. So I lost a 25 pip or 20 pip there. I cover everything down here. That happens to me most of the time. Okay, if I'm wrong, I catch the other side because that's what it is. You cannot be wrong on both sides, right? If you're wrong on one side, the only problem is that this market play with your mind, and a lot of people lose money because they are not willing to accept their mistake. When they are wrong, they say, okay, no, I'm right, the price is dropping for now, okay, fine, I'm going to move the SL, and then it will turn around and go up because the harmonic pattern said so. It's going to go up, or so and so said so, or my mind is telling me that it must go up. It's all bullish. It's just a retracement. So and you keep moving your SL, and then it keep dropping, and then you keep adding it up. So that's the mess up. We don't know. We do not have control over this market. So many factors out there. So many things that they change the price and the direction, and we cannot justify. So use your information just to see, like I said, that just to learn about the territory, the map. What if it goes up? Where the heck is going to go? How it's going to go? When it's going to go? And if it's going down, how? Where? When? And when should I get in on the bus? And when I get out? Simple as that. So wherever the market goes, we should be ready, right? So what we do is that we, just speculate that, okay, based on this, that was happening. So right now, based on the Brexit and what's happening out there and whatnot, mostly we see that the pound USD probably gonna drop more, right? So we look for short opportunities rather than the long. But right now, after dropping, it's just making a retracement. That makes sense. Remember my last webinar yesterday? I said that it might go up and probably this level, or if we break above this, then we're probably going to be going to the 3047. So right now we have a reversal candle. We have a bad time here, and it looks like that it wants to keep dropping, which is favorable. I see that pound USD may be going down further, more to the downside, around 23, 24. So let's see when the market opens up. I mean, when the session, Frankfurt and the London session open up, then we will see that if we continue, to the downside and we stay down, and you will see your entry very well, very easily. Okay, the confusion will go away. And just watch, set up like this. Set up your scenarios like this, and then keep an eye on my weekly chart. What is the technical analysis that I did, and which direction that I'm telling that this pair is going to go, and keep an eye on that. Okay, it is very easy. Sometimes I forget. I make the chart, I give it to you guys, and I forget about that chart. And then when the trade happened for 200 pip, then I bang my head on the wall. Why the heck I didn't see it? Because I forgot. So that's what I'm saying, Sayed, and John. That put the alarm on. You will forget. There are so many pairs and so many charts and so many time frames. We forget. And if the alarm is there, maybe at least more than 50%, the trades that you miss, you're gonna get them, right? And you will run into this situation. And when you have it, then you'll be ready, and then just wait. Your patience is a lot of people, I guarantee you that a lot of people see like this is dropping and they'll go short right now. I'm not going to do that. I'll wait for confirmation. This is the strategy that I built for a reason. I have experience, but I told you that, like 12, 14 years, I even forgot the track. I went and started for 2005 or 2006, somewhere there, right? So I tried everything, and I learned that to be safe and then follow the rules are the key in this business. If you break the rules, the market will break you in pieces. Don't break the rules. Don't move your SL. There was a guy says I was doing one-on-one, and he mentioned that on Friday he was in good profit, but all of a sudden the market turned and he closed with a big loss. So the question is, first of all, when you were in a good profit, why didn't you put the SL on a break even? When I asked that, he says he was not using the break SL. So you see, you were in the profit, but what happened? End up losing. He got, that's what his words. He didn't tell me how big, but he says I came out with a big loss. No SL. That's what's gonna happen. What do you expect? You take a knife and you're cutting your finger, and you says, "Oh man, my finger got cut. The blood's coming out." That's what you're doing, right? So if you don't have this, no SL is a suicidal. In my book, I tried everything. I tried all kind of, martingale and this and that, different strategies, different systems. Without SL, in a blink of an eye, you be in a hole 100 pip, 200 pip. Anything happen in the market, and boom, the price goes from here to there. So always, manage your trades properly. Move your SL right behind the price. Keep it tight. And once the price going in your direction, I don't even follow the trailing stop. Why? I know exactly where the heck is going. I don't need to trail. Trail is for the one that doesn't know what the heck is doing. Oh, it might turn. Well, I know it's gonna make a turn, but it's not gonna make a big turn. It will be just a bump and a little retracement, maybe for 10, 15, 20 pip, and then it will continue in the direction all night long for the whole day. The price start to move, and then end up in the daily range in one direction. In one day, on a 24-hour, the price doesn't go up, down, up, down. Sometimes it does, right? Yeah, ranging. I'm not talking about that. But most of the time, when the price goes, it goes for the daily range in one direction. Yeah, of course. You see, if it is dropping here, then it drop and retrace, and even here it drop, and then it gives you a blue candle. Don't be afraid. Hold on to it. It drop here and then start to go up. Don't close your trade. Hold on to it, because you know that this thing is gonna start dropping here. It's the volume time. At the daily range is 150, and it only covered 50 pip up until here. Then who's gonna finish the daily range for the rest of the 100 pip? Donald Trump? No. This thing has to continue to drop and finish it, right? So hold on to it. These bumps, you will see these bumps, but the price will continue going down and to a level. See this here, right? This chart here. When I made the chart, you guys have it, right? So before the drop happened, didn't I have this yellow line? These two lines. So the first yellow line is what? 2774. And look, the last week we came and we kissed that yellow line and got stopped. How the heck I know that? Because of this, the information and the learning for all of these things. So if it's gonna drop, it's gonna go to that number and then break that number, then go to this number. But if we bounce, then we're probably gonna go back to this number, or maybe 39.91, something like that. Maybe 61% or 78% retracement. But in the case of this pound USD and the Brexit on the plate right now, whatever it is very hard to see that this pair is going to go up. So probably going to drop. Okay. So I hope this thing is a little bit clear now. 20, yeah, of course, every day, John, every day. Not all the pairs, but for example, if you're watching all pound pairs, there are like 5 or 6 of them, right? So at least 2 or 3, they will give you that scenario. Just watch them. And then if you catch one good trade, that's 100 pip right, out the back in your bank. At least 50, 60, 70 pip, not a problem. And then this is how. See, now can you tell me which way is going? You see that we are very close to, Asian session, opening Asian session. So it's moving slowly, dragging, but it's moving slowly, right? And like I said, that the pressure is to the downside, so it is going down. So might be this one is going to play out, and that's what I thought. So, but still, I'll be content. I'm not gonna take it right now. Wait for the right move, right time, and then it is dropping right now, so it's like extended. So let it come. Give me see that the yellow is crossing the red now. So a little bit more here, it will cross, and then it will go up here, back here to this area, and give you a short setup. That is the one that we will be taking. See, this is becoming invalid now. Not right now, but it will if this thing continue dropping like that. Now, if you have a bullish scenario, and for that you have to have a reversal candle here on a 20-minute and couple of blue candles, that means that this price will go maybe somewhere here, at least above the red line and the yellow line. So that's perfectly okay to take this 20-minute at that time, or like I said, that if you want to be more confirmed and conservative, then you just wait for the 7-minute to become bullish and give you a bullish setup. But I will just simply take the 20-minute long. If it even now, if it gives me a reversal candle and a couple of blue candles, now means not this time. This is this setup means the setup, right? Even this is the setup that it came all the way down here, but yellow is well above the black, and then it is down. Yes, it is bullish, and if we have a reversal candle and in the volume time, in the reversal candle and a couple of blue candles like here, yeah, you can take that. Okay. Okay, you don't make an entry from 40-minute for sure, right? You make the entry from only 20 minutes. So you're asking, forget about the 7-minute right now. So you want to know the entry rules, right? So first of all, the entry is same. The setup is same. It doesn't matter 40, 33, 27, whatever. But we only make the entry from 20-minute and 7-minute. We use in two places where mostly where when the 40 and 20 are the opposite direction, or in case of you're expecting a big turn. For example, if you go and look at the Aussie, even a weekly chart, for example, right when it was up all the way up there, and I said that we might be making a turn to the downside, you should be ready that to see that if 7-minute is giving you a short entry, and then just take it, because the weekly chart says that I'm going down. Similarly, we have a very nice chart right now, Aussie yen hitting the TL for a couple of weeks and still there. So if it requires to make a turn right now. So if it makes the turn, you want to get in early, then take the 7-minute entry. Watch the 7-minute chart and get in, right? In the middle of the move, try to avoid the 7-minute, just the 20-minute. If it's going down, then for example, if 40-minute is somewhere here, then 7-minute is not a good idea. Then you just wait for these 20-minute entries, and then they will come handy, and plenty of them, like this one and this one and this one, and even above that. You see this? All of these are entries here. So they will come in handy, the 20-minute. But yeah, so the rules are what? The number one rule, the first rule for the setup, it doesn't matter what time frame, for the setup, short setup. The first rule is that this bottom indicator has to be all the way up, coming to the turning to the downside. The rule number one. The rule number two is that the yellow has to be below the black line, the immediate black line, not this thick one, the thin one. Okay, it must be below the black. Two conditions. Now the third condition is that on a 20-minute chart, basically we can looking at here, right? For example, this one. So the first condition here, right here, is fulfilled, right? So, okay. The second, the yellow is below the black. Yes, it is. The third condition is that this high has to be lower than the previous high, while the indicator is the same. Like, so this is called divergence. Okay. So this is when the indicator is high, the price was here. Now the indicator is high, but the price is here, and fulfilling our third condition. But we still have blue candles, right? So the problem is we cannot get in until you get a reversal candle and at least one red candle, two better, right? And then you open a trade and put your SL right above the high. Plus, if you're going short, add the spread of your broker. If you're going long, you don't need to add the spread. But when you're going short, the SL plus your SL of the high plus the amount of maybe 3 pips or 2 pips or 2.5 pips, whatever you have, the spread. Add that, and usually it will come out around 25 pip, 25, 24, 26, something like that, right? So that is, that is the amount of pippage that even if you lose full 100%, you can easily recover when you get the right trade. But what happens is that most of the time, a lot of time, for example, like this one here, right? So you made it, well, not even this one, it didn't happen here. But for example here, right, if you make an entry here or here, right, you go short here, it goes down a little bit here, maybe 10, 15 pip to the downside, you move your SL from 25 to 10. Then it goes up and take you out. How much you lost? 10 pip, right? Then you wait for the right time for the right entry, and then you make it. So a lot of times, either you're going to lose your SL at break even or maybe 5 pip or 10 pip. Very few times total 25 pip, 25 pip SL. Very few times. So even 25 pip SL, you will not get hit all of it. Maybe 10, 15 pips. So, it's nothing basically. If you are right, you easily get a big trade, especially these pairs can give you more than 100, 100, 150, 200 sometimes, no problem, right? So 100 is very, very easy. So this is what it is. When you lose few times and less. It should be, let me tell you this, it should be that if you take 10 trades, 7 should go in your way, 3 SL should be hitting, 3 or less, or maybe 4, it doesn't matter. Even 4, right, 40% SL hit. Like I said, that when the SL hit, either out of that 40% SL hit, maybe 50% will hit complete 25 pip, and the rest 50 or more will only hit 5 or 10 pip, or break even, right? So you have your losers very minimum, while you have 7 or 6 winning trade, and average is 70. One is there was a trade like for 100, there was a one for 130, there is one for only 60 pip. So maybe average is like 70 pip. So you have 6 trades, right, with 70 pip each. So how much is it? Anybody? 7 times 6? Come on, guys. Okay. All right. 42, right? So that's how it is. And then you lost what? 4 trades. And then 4 trades are each, let's say, average 15. 15 times 4, 60. Take out 60, even 100 from 420. You still have, you understand what I'm saying? Keep this calculation in mind. This will encourage you to take the losses, and then do not move your SL. you're afraid of losing the, oh my God, I'm going to lose 15 pips. How do I? No. You will easily cover that. Don't worry about it. But, stick to the rules and stick to the idea that what's happening and whatnot. What are the the setups, and take the setups accordingly, according to the and then not only this, we all have the backup of my weekly charts with all the scenarios, and then all the analysis on then direction, and those directions, that 80% of the time I'm right, more than that. And that that happened last week. All the charts I gave you, every single one is worked out. Of course, I mean, the less the better. I mean, don't go to watching 10 15 pairs. You're gonna get confused, right? It's a lot of setup, a lot of charts. Pound pairs, let me tell you what I'm watching, and you can see through my trades what I'm really watching to trade. Okay, all pound, not all pound pairs. I don't trade pound franc, right? So pound Aussie, pound USD, pound yen, pound CAD, pound NUSI. Beside that, I have Euro Aussie, Euro NUSI, and Aussie yen. That's it. Once in a while, when I see on the other computer that very nice setup, alarm is beeping, so USD CAD or Aussie USD maybe, and Euro yen. These are pairs, but they're not on my radar all the time. They are on the back burner. They are there, but most of these, like 7 of those non pound pairs and 5 of the pound pairs. These are the ones that I really have on one side, on one computer, watching and trading. Nothing else. All right. So, pound Aussie, Euro Aussie comes there. Euro NUSI, Aussie yen. These and 5 pound pairs. That's all. Not even Euro USD. Once in a while, like I said, it's on the second, on the other computer in the back burner. USD CAD, Euro USD, Euro yen. Those on the other side. Euro USD is just, if it's not moving, it's not moving. It's a pain. All right. So I hope that we get something. See what happened, right? So you're watching it. You just watch, and then you have your program, and you have your target, and you have your a plan in place to activate when when the time is right. So is it the time to go short? No, it's extended. It's just dropped. It's way away from the wave. You want it come back and give you a short setup, and it does all the time. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Then what do you lose? You miss, but you don't lose. But you want something like this. It goes up there above the wave, and see the alarm start beeping. What the heck is beeping now? I have the alarm on. Yeah, on only 20 minutes. So this is beeping again. It was dropping. I mean, it beeps when right here. You see this blue line and the red line? When here dropping, the blue is below the red. When it start to if the blue start to go above the red, it start beeping, giving all the other conditions are in place. Yellow above the black as well, right? So that's what it is. So now if the reversal candle going underway, and then the prices start to go up, it start beeping. So it beeps way ahead of time. You have enough time to see the reversal candle building, finishing, then a blue candle start and finish, and then the second and the third candle, the blue candle, when it start, you can easily come and then take that trade and then put the SL in the bottom. Understand? Yeah, few good setup. Few good setup means few good trades, right? Not the SL hit, right? So few good trades means if average is, let's say, 70 pip, few, let's say 3. So 3 times 7 is what, Sayed? 210 pip, right? So if you go out there and ask somebody who's constantly losing, that if what if you make 200 pip a week, just listen what he says. No, no, no. Then you don't need to, Ben. If the 40 is long and the 20 is long, take the damn thing. 20-minute setup. You don't need to be looking at the 7 minute, because it's going. It's the continuation. It's just especially when the volume time, that our trading time within the trading time, and those are the key. Those are the golden setups. The number one setups. Then when the 40 minute is, let's say, 40-minute chart posting red candles dropping, and then you find yourself a 20-minute short setup as well. Beautiful setup. That's it. You just simply take it. All right. So, any other question or anything? Anybody before I close? I hope that I explain it, and if not, then I can explain it again and again. Don't worry about it. Just let me know. Okay, every day nowadays. Usually, I have this time free, so I mean, I can just come out, and then explain whatever I need to explain. Okay, so everybody good? Everything is okay? Can I go now? Uh oh, yeah. No, yeah, I am recording it. Yeah, so I'm gonna send out the recording. Yes, in a few hours. It's now. I don't know why it's taking a lot of times. And for last couple of days, my internet is very slow, disturbed, and all of that. It's laggy because of the weather. So I think now it's okay, probably. So yeah. So if it as soon as it is uploaded on the YouTube, I'll send it out. All right. All right. So bye for now, guys, and then talk to you guys later. Okay. All right. Have a very safe and a happy and a successful week. Bye, Hearn. Thank you, Ben.